Hi fans! I thought I'd get on a Sunday night and tell you what I'm doing for the next 3 days. Number one, because I've been totally off track because I've been at a retreat. And when you go to a retreat with a bunch of health and fitness coaches, you, number one, eat a lot, and number two, you have a few glasses of wine. And so those things are normally not on my meal plan. I usually try to eat pretty healthy, and I watch my number of calories. I don't count calories, I measure my food. So I do portion control. So I wanted to get on tonight and show you what I do. This is my go-to, and honestly, I was gonna do it when I got back from my last trip, but what happened is I didn't have 3 days in a row to adhere to the meal plan, and I really have to have a clear schedule when I do this 3-day cleanse. I can't, if there's a lunch with coworkers, or in the last case, I was gonna be going on a retreat. You just can't follow this cleanse, and you don't want to follow the cleanse because you don't want to have that pressure on you that you have to adhere to this meal plan when you're at a place where you shouldn't have to, you should be enjoying what you're doing. So, and when I went on my retreat, I wanted to enjoy the food and have a glass of wine with my friends. You see, there's a little common theme here. I like to have wine when it's appropriate. So I can follow a meal plan, and I can not drink wine if it's required. All right, so this 3-day, it's the 3-day refresh, and it came out, I want to say, oh gosh, it's probably been out for at least 2 years, maybe 3 years, and I can't tell you how many times I've done it. I do it a lot during the holidays, and I do it, hi Mary, I do it before Thanksgiving, and I do it after Thanksgiving. And the reason I do that is because I don't want to feel guilty on Thanksgiving. I want to eat on Thanksgiving. I want to eat the green bean casserole. I want to eat the mashed potatoes. I want to eat the squash casserole. I want to eat the buns. I want to eat the pumpkin pie. I just enjoy Thanksgiving. That's like one of my favorite. I want the gravy. So what I do is I usually do this 3-day cleanse before Thanksgiving, and then I do it after. I do it a lot when I'm get home from a vacation, because a lot of times when you're on vacation, you are very bloated when you get home, and a lot of times that bloating, it artificially increases the number on the scale. And so the thing with the cleanse is it kind of rids you of all that bloating and all those toxins that have kind of invaded your body while you've been on your vacation. And if you don't mind, I am having a hot flash. So I have to take my shirt off. I had a shirt on underneath, but this is this long sleeve thing. You're gonna see sweat start dripping down my side of my head if I don't take that jacket off. Woo! Okay. We all know about those hot flashes. They come on and they just, woo! They take over. All right, so back on track. So when you get your 3-day refresh, and just I want to say that you don't have to buy the 3-day refresh through me, but I would love for you to if you are interested. I will help you during the 3 days. I will support you, and a lot of these things, when you do a commitment to a meal plan, it requires a support system, and so that would be me. All right, and so you get this little booklet called the 3-day refresh booklet, and it has exactly what you do each day. What's funny is you do the same thing every day, and so I think it's kind of odd that they lay it out every single day when it's the same thing. I would just have, if I were doing that pamphlet, I would say day 1 through 3. This is what you do day 1 through 3. So the thing about this meal plan is that you basically have no animal protein, and so you basically are doing vegetables and healthy fats and 3 shakes. And so it's not just liquids. A lot of times people think that cleanses are just liquid. I could not do just liquid for 3 days because I like to masticate. That sounds like a dirty word, but it's actually means chewing. And so I like to chew. I like crunchy things. And so drinking shakes, if I ever had my jaw, when they people people who break their jaw and they have to have it like wired shut. I don't know what I'd do. I guess I would survive, but anyways, so I like food. So I love this cleanse because you get to eat 3 meals a day and you get an afternoon snack as well. All right. Okay. So, well, it's not the morning one is a shake. So I'm just going to go over exactly what I do. So I wake up and I make a shake, and I'm allowed to have some fruit in my shake. And so that's actually what I do every morning. So it's no different. I do normally have a little bit of almond milk. I usually do 4 ounces of water and 4 ounces of almond milk. I used to do 8, but now I just do 4. I can't have almond milk while I'm on the cleanse, so I just use just water, but it's fine. It's fine, and I love my shake. So that's what I have first thing in the morning. Then a couple hours later, I drink it's called a fiber sweep drink. And it's in this little packet, and you mix it with 8 ounces of water. And a lot of people don't like the fiber drink, but what I will tell you right now is the reason they don't like it is because they let it sit. And what it has in it is psyllium husks. And I don't know if you've ever had psyllium husks, but it's almost like sawdust. And so think of putting sawdust in some water and then letting it sit. It would thicken up. And so what I tell people who do the 3-day refresh is never let your fiber sweep sit. And it is brown, so it's not a very pretty color, but it tastes kind of like lemonade, or I mean, it tastes fine. And so you just shake it and you drink it, and you just don't let it sit. And so if you do that, it's fine. So that's the fiber sweep. We do that mid-morning. You can also have tea on this cleanse. You're not supposed to drink coffee, but if people are what I try to tell people is cut back to half calf. So if you have a Keurig machine, they do have some companies have half calf Keurigs. And I tell people do that for a week before you start your 3-day refresh. Because if you cut down on your caffeine, you won't have your big caffeine withdrawal headache. If you do have your caffeine withdrawal headache, then grab a cup of black coffee. Can't put anything in your coffee. That will totally derail your cleanse, and you won't get the results if you put sugar or even artificial sweetener or anything, milk or anything in your coffee. So you got to drink it black. So for me, if you have a bad caffeine headache and you don't normally drink black coffee, you'll want to drink black coffee to get rid of the headache. So anyways, that's just a little tip from me having experienced it. I was completely decaf. I've kind of gone back into caffeine, so it'll be interesting to see how I do on this 3 days. But if I do start to get a headache, I will definitely have a cup of black coffee, and it won't derail. I mean, you're not supposed to have coffee on this, but it's better to stick to it and then drink a little black coffee. Okay, enough about black coffee. Okay, so for lunch, what you do for lunch is you have these vanilla. So the breakfast shake is my regular Shakeology shake. So when you order the 3-day refresh, if you don't already have Shakeology, you can get a kit with 3 packets of Shakeology in it. So if you have Shakeology, then you just need to order the kit, which is $10 less without the packets. So if you order with the packets, you specify what flavor you want. So I drink vegan chocolate. That's what I normally drink. So I make my Shakeology shake in the morning, fiber sweep at 10, around 10. And then my lunch shake is my vanilla refresh shake. And it's a special shake just for the 3-day cleanse. It's got different ingredients in it than a normal Shakeology shake has. And so the vanilla refresh, I like vanilla shakes, and one of the reasons I like them is because they're versatile. You can do a lot of different things with a vanilla shake. You can put different fruits in it and make it taste different ways. And so what I usually do at lunch is have a shake that is with strawberries or with raspberries. That's kind of my favorite. So I went shopping today and I got a bag of frozen strawberries and frozen raspberries because I was about to run out of my frozen strawberries. But there was blueberries, there was mango, there was mixed berries. I mean, I was a little overwhelmed, to be honest. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And then I was like, I'll just do my strawberries and raspberry because that's what I love. And in addition to your shake, you get to have veggie and healthy fat. So what I usually do is I make a small spinach salad and cut up some cherry tomatoes and then put in some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and that's my veggie. When I'm done with lunch, I'm stuffed, and so I don't feel hungry on this cleanse, which is what I love. And then a couple hours later, you get to have another veggie and healthy fat. And what I usually make for that, and so you know, this booklet has lists in it. So you have, let me go to the right page. So you have these food lists that show you what to eat. And so you basically just pick from that list. And so at my afternoon snack, what I usually do is raw veggies and hummus. So that's what my afternoon snack is. And then my dinner is, there's dinner recipes in the back. So you can pick, there's like 9 different recipes you can pick from. They're all vegetable based. So I often will do, for instance, there's a carrot, broccoli, cauliflower, like stir fry. I was missing my word there. Kind of a stir fry, which is really good. And then there's also like an asparagus with slivered almonds that I really like. So those 2 things I usually like. There's 7 other recipes, but I just go with what I like, and I don't venture off too much when I do this. And then after the dinner, there's another shake you do. And so the dinner shake, you can't have fruit with it because you've already had your fruit for the day. So, but you can mix it with spices. So I usually have my vanilla shake with cinnamon at night, and it's super yummy, or nutmeg, or whatever spice you like that you want to put in there. So that is what the cleanse is all about. It's 3 days. It's super easy. It is, I usually lose about 4 pounds when I do 3.5 to 4. One of my fellow coaches recently did it, and I think she lost 7 pounds when she did it. So the more you weigh, the more weight you will lose, or the more off the rails you are. For instance, if you had a vacation where you've probably done a lot of drinking and a lot of eating, you probably have more bloat and more, just inflammation in your body. So you probably will see a little bit more weight loss. So, but I'm pretty consistently lose about 3.5 to 4 pounds when I do it, which is great because, normal weight loss is like 2.5 pounds. That's a great weight loss. I mean, people, I don't know if you've watched it, but Biggest Loser, I love Biggest Loser. And they lose a ton of weight on that show every week. And that is not normal. That is not normal. They clearly have people that are they're working out a lot. And so they're really carefully monitored on their meal plans and stuff. But, that's all about TV production and the aha factor. Real life, if you want to be successful, you just need a slow weight loss of about 2 to 2.5 pounds per week. So the cleanse is great because you kind of get a kickstart on a weight loss program, and then you just kind of finish a lot of times people when they start with me in one of my groups, they'll start on the 3-day refresh, and then they'll move into just like an exercise program with meal planning. So I think it's really important. Hi, Patty. So I just think it's important that if you have a meal plan, that you follow it, that you get support, one of the great things that I love to do is I love to publicly announce what I'm doing, because then I feel really guilty if I stop doing it. So I use social media for that, and it's been a real help. And obviously signing up as a coach 4 years ago was key in my accountability, because I knew that if I was helping other people that I had to stick to it. So that's been really helpful for me too. So anyways, you get this little box. It's so cute. The little 3-day refresh box comes all wrapped up in here, and then you open it and it's got your materials and your little packets in there. That is the 3-day refresh, and that is what I'm starting tomorrow. So watch me on Facebook. If you want to get in I have a free community group. If you weren't aware about it, I do free challenges in that. So if you'd like to join my free community group, just comment below that you'd like to participate in my free groups. You want to join my community group. I'm going to be sharing in there my meals and how I'm feeling, and if I'm being grouchy, because sometimes I get a little hangry. But I will say on this program, I really don't get hungry. I love my animal protein, and so I miss it, you know, for 3 days in a row, but 3 days is doable. Anybody can do 3 days. And you have to drink a lot of water on this. It's really important to always drink a lot of water. And so on this refresh, you're supposed to drink a lot of water as well. All right, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, comment below, let me know. Good night.